Horrible crime scene. You're right, Christine. The woman in her 60s out walking her dog at this park 1 minute and the next, both the woman and her dog victims in this deadly attack. The first intended victim who's able to run away from the attacker now being credited with this late hour, being credited with stopping the attack and even more so possibly stopping what could have been a killing spree here at the park. Listen why.
And there was all kinds of people around the park, so like I said, who knows how many more people this guy would have killed.
A deadly attack at Lone Hill Park on Renwick Street. A woman and her dog both stabbed to death by a man in his early 20s wielding a knife, yelling he was going to kill somebody. This man's son-in-law was the first intended victim.
And he was approached by this guy with a knife and trying to attack him, so he ran back to his truck and got in his vehicle.
That's when the attacker turns his attention to his next victim, a woman out walking her dog. The attacker grabs the dog first.
The woman, in an attempt to get her dog back, she followed the man across the street. At that point, the suspect began to stab the dog and then the woman.
Investigators and witnesses say the first intended victim, the man who escaped by getting into his truck, now tries to help the woman and her dog using a rock to take down the attacker.
He jumped out of his vehicle. He was looking for something. He looked down. There was a rock by the tree. He picked it up. He threw the rock. It hit the guy in the face and knocked the suspect out.
That stops the attack cold. The suspect down until deputies take him into custody. But both the woman and her dog are killed in a violent attack that all goes down in broad daylight. It's shaken neighbors who say this park is always busy and always safe until now.
And it's always full of kids and just people in general, softball fields and whatnot. So, and right next to an elementary school. So it's just a little scary.
Scary, she says. Now you are looking live at this crime scene hours later, and investigators still here, still looking for evidence, and still waiting on the coroner to arrive as the victim. Her body still here. A lot of folks in the neighborhood, they say they can't believe it because this park is anything but safe. They claim, I've got to tell you all we know about the attacker. Investigators say he's a 23-year-old man from the San Gabriel Valley. They are trying to question relatives at this point. They don't have a motive. That man still in the hospital being treated after being hit in the face by the rock. For now, we're live here in San Dimas. Back to both of you.